Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. It's Tuesday the 1st of March. We've got new mods. There are no updates today. No, sorry for the fact there was no mod review yesterday. I had some things I needed to take care of, so I didn't get onto it. Apologies. I won't be backtracking to do them, but I will say this. My pick of the mods from yesterday, only because of the way I feel about the mod itself, is the TLX X52 Tipper by 82 Studio, because it's got that unreal capacity on it of 250,000 litres for doing things like mod reviews and setting things up, especially on console, is a dream. It just makes life so much easier. So yeah, I'll throw that in there. But anyway, we have got right in front of me the Silo Pack by Didec96, 1.7 megabytes download, 3 slots each. There are 2 in this pack. If we go to our build mode, go to silos, right on the end, well, actually not quite on the end, it's those 2 there, 25 grand and 20 grand. The closed in one is 25 grand, the open drive through is 20. Slots of 3 each will come down to 1 each. There's a problem. I started to fill this one up using the the unreal capacity on that trailer to see what it would hold, and I gave up because this happened. That's a bit of a worry. So I stopped at that point. So take it however you want from that. There are 2 silos, one for 20, one for 25. I don't know what the capacities are, but like I say, I would hope they're going to get an update to stop that clipping through the side. That's by Didec96. Next, we've got the old barn. This by, I think, Gracuś and Filip. 7.62. Nice caliber. Open, please. There we go. 5 slots. Nicely detailed. Nice kind of look to it. Looks like wood. There are no lights inside this one. It's an old barn, that's the point. Drive through. If you want it to be. I do like the sound effects. They've always taken a while to open, but there we go. We do have a ladder, so if you want to hail off a small bales or something like that. Although, like I say, it's there we go. Nearly there. You can put small bales and stuff up if you want to. This also under build mode, but this you'll find under sheds. Right on the very end there, 20,000. Slot count will come down from 5 to 1 for the old barn by Gracuś and Filip. Next, we've got this by North Modding Company. This is the Lizard U-Plow by North Modding Company. 2.99 megabytes download, 2 slots on console. You'll find it under winter. It's a snow plow. This has got the ability to turn to 30 degrees either way, but then you can also close the sides in as well to 90 degrees. So you add all those together and you get some impressive angles. And it does say on there that it will shift a huge quantity. The snowplow can process large quantities of snow, and the positive cutting angle of the Oswald's sharks results in even cleaner snow ploughing result. This does work on a wheel loader. I didn't find there's no option to change the attachment, so this is a wheel loader tool. Under tools, it was under winter on the end there. 9,400. Slot count will come down from 2 to 1. Options on this: main colour, anything on that palette. Then the shark on the bottom, the Oswald's blade sort of shark bit. Let's go with red. And then we can change the decal colour. If you want to change the decal colour, we'll stick it on blue so it stands out a bit. Well, actually it makes it worse. Down the bottom on the blade we can change the Oswald's. Like I said, there's nothing on there to give you an option to change the connection, so it is wheel loader only. What we'll do is hop in, hook it up. So under L1 and right stick does the operation of the wheel loader. Under R1, right stick side to side does that side. Right stick up and down does that side. Then L1 and R1 and right stick up and down does your tilt either direction. So let's tilt it that way. Doesn't really matter, you can do it. It doesn't have to go completely, we can do it part way or whatever we do. And let's do that one in a bit, shall we? Yeah, let's do that one to there. And I've put some snow down. It's not actually snowing, but I was curious to see how much this will shift. So let's put it down. We do have some option, obviously, for the various different tilts on this, so you can get the blade pretty level on the ground. So try our best. Obviously, because I just put this out on a trailer, you wouldn't normally have snow like this unless you've already started piling it up. It's actually not pushing out to the side, is it? It's actually still bringing it out. That's not so bad. That's better. There we go. Look at that. That's a bit better. Way that way. There we go. Maybe because I hadn't done it all the way, potentially. But I just was curious to see how much snow it would actually move. Yeah, once you get to a point, it seems to start coming out on the sides. You've got to be kind of right on the edge of it. Nice animation on that, though. I like that. Whoa. That's pretty cool. I hope the snow's going to melt. So there we go. The Lizard U-Plow by North Modding Company. Next, we have got, actually we need to go into the field, we've got the Lizard Harrow. So, we have this, the Lizard Harrow, this by Modding, 2.93 megabytes download, 3 slots on console, so 2.5 metre wide. It says Harrow, but actually you find it under cultivators. And rather than having like curved tines or anything, these are just straight down, like sticks. I don't think I've ever come across one that looks like that before. So yeah, you'll find it under cultivators, not harrows, but it's on the end there saying Harrow. 2,800, slot count will come down from 3 to 1, 50 horsepower required. You can change the colours, anything on that pallet, and that's it. It's not a shallow cultivator, so it will bring stones up. So we drop it down. There we go. Small stones coming up. The Lizard Harrow by Modding. Next, we have this. This is the Kroner Flatbed Semitrailer by Sphinx and Crownzilla. I think it's Crownzilla, isn't it? Crownzilla. Crownzilla. This is 5.43 megabytes download and 5 slots on console. We've had a couple of trailers. There's a standard in-game, which is the Curtain Cider. I'm sure we had another one of these, a little bit like this. Kroner Flatbed, wasn't it? By Agrotron Modding. But anyway, it's a flatbed trailer with straps, as you can see, with a few different options. There is a raisable and lowerable third axle just there. Nicely made, nicely detailed. Nice long trailer for putting whatever you want to put on it. This is not an auto-load trailer though. It is a standard trailer. Although, I looked for under low loaders, I looked for under trailers. It was actually under bale loaders. There it is. Slot count will come down from 5 to 1. 24 grand for the base model, and it looks like that. We have decal blue on the side, or decal white, depending on what colour you choose to go for the side. Then you've got EU or US, changes the reflectors. Main colour, anything on that palette there. A few to choose from. Leave it on the blue. Design colour does the side panels, and that's where your decals, having a blue or white, they'll make them stand out a little bit more. We've then got rim colour, starts with the chrome and then a standard palette after that, and then license plate option if you wish. So we just jump in there, start it up, and you will see under L1 and right stick up and down, we can raise and lower that third axle. Lights, I like that, the Kroner logo. Brake lights and reverse lights. Running lights down the side, as you can see when they they come on. Yeah, nice trailer. Straps can be done from in-cab or out of cab. However you want to go about it. That's the Kroner Flatbed Semi-Trailer by Sphinx and Crownzilla. Next, we've got this little beauty. I do like a small drop nose Massey. This is even smaller than a drop nose Massey. This is the Massey Ferguson 3700 AL by KRKZ-modding. 9.08 megabytes download, 16 slots on console. This is in that category of tractors that's good for like working between the vines, orchards, that kind of stuff. But obviously, it can be used for anything you want. It's nice looking mod. This lovely, little and large, isn't it? Get onto those in just a minute. So, this you'll find under vehicles and small tractors on the very end there. So, 95 horsepower is the highest capacity. 43 grand. It's dirt cheap to buy as well, which is pretty cool. Or to start off with, anyway. We've got the option of Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, Vredestein, knock-ins. Only has the communal. Under Trelleborg, we've got standard, wide and weights, narrows, rear twin, back to standard. Michelin, we've got wides, wide and weights. Those are the two options on there. Continental, standard, wides, wide and weights, wide 2, wide and weight 2, narrow, rear twin, back to standard. Quite a few options on there. Mitas starts on wide and weights, wide 2, wide and weight 2, back to wides. Vredestein, standard, wides, wide and weights, rear twin, back to standard. Knock-ins, as we've already seen. So, yeah, there's a few different ones. Narrows on the Trelleborg. A couple of them only have wides and then larger wides. And so there's a few different choices within those. Then we've got fenders. Yes or no. That extends the rear fender, like that. Beacon light, no or yes, and it puts the beacon right slap bang in the middle. Then we've got front loader attacher. Quick or no, that's the only option for front loader attacher on that one. Then engine size 75 horsepower to powder, 75 horsepower, 85 horsepower or 95 horsepower. Front weight, yes or no. Main colour, anything on that palette. I do quite like the silver, but they all look pretty good on this one actually. That looks quite cool already with the red on there. We'll put it on the silver. I don't know why. Design colour changes the grills, so we can change the grill colour. Actually, all the combinations are pretty cool on this one. And then we've got license plate option on there too. Hop out of there, hop in, start it up. Horn, beacon, lights. We do have L1 and right stick up and down does the left door. That's the only thing that opens and closes, I think. Pretty sure. Yep. From inside, nice and tidy. Ever since I did that 1.3 update video, when my mirrors were still playing up, and a lot of people said this, a lot of things it said were fixed weren't until you came out of the game and came back in again. I haven't had a single problem with flickering mirrors since that on anything. You watch them start flickering now. Yeah, nice tractor that, nice mod. Massey Ferguson 3700 AL by KRKZ-modding, which brings me on to the last of the mods for today. It's these bigger beasties. This is the versatile New Holland 4-wheel drive tractors. These are by Bcbuhler, 19.39 megabytes download, 21 slots each. They are, for all intents and purposes, the same tractor. I will show you the options on one of them. The options are the same on both. One's just the versatile, one's the New Holland version. Other than that, all the options are pretty much identical. Price isn't too bad. Goes up to 500 horsepower, I think it does. We do have a few different options on the back for mid weights, rear weights, as well as the front weight. You can have a 3-point link, PTO. There's all sorts. As you can see, 3-point link on that one. There's all sorts going on. There's a nice, well, it's a brilliant little feature inside. Unfortunately, you can't see it. You can hear it, and it's very, very clever, but you can't see it. I'll show you that in just a second too. Under large tractors, on the end then. So like I say, 201,000 each, 21 slots each, slot count coming to 1 for any subsequent one you buy. We'll look at we've got a few Versatiles. Let's have a look at the New Holland. So we've got the 2XXX or 2XXX on the Versatile, the 9X8X on the New Holland. We have the option of Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, back to Trelleborg. I won't necessarily read through all of them. Most of them are the same, but there are a couple of little, like with all of them, there are a few different ones. We've got twins, triples, narrow twins, twin 2, wide, back to twins. Under Michelin, twins, narrow twins, triples. They're just in slightly different orders. Twin 2, wide, back to twins. Continental, twins, narrow twins, triple wheels, twins 2, wides, back to twins again. Mitas, twins, wides, that's it. BKT, that's what I went for on the Versatile. Monster twins, or twins 2. Twins 3, wides, back to those again. Vredestein, twins, narrows, twin wheels, wides, back to twins. And we're back to Trelleborg again. Then we've got the option of radio, and that puts a little sort of walkie-talkie, not walkie-talkie, but I mean like CB radio right in the back corner of the cab. Front weights, 0 kilogram, 150, 270, 390, 510, 630, 750, 1230 kilogram, back to 0. Attachers, that's where things get a little bit more fruity. On the back, we've got a standard attacher. Actually, when you come up here, standard. Mid-weight, so it's a weight in the mid of the back. Both weights, so mid and rear. Then you've got rear weight only, PTO and mid-weight, 3-point link. So there's no PTO and rear weight, it's sort of one or the other on those. Back to standard. Engine size, 310, 360, 425. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, then it goes through the tuned version, sorry. 310, 360, 425. 310, 360, 425, 500 on the tuned. That's weird. It goes through so many different options. So 500 horsepower is the highest it'll go up to. It adds 32 grand on, but even with that, with a few changes and alterations, I haven't done a huge amount of alterations, 233 grand for a 500 horsepower tractor. It's pretty good. And then we've got a license plate option on there too. Let's hop out. So we looked at that in the mods hub. Let's jump into the Versatile. Start it up. It seems, I mean, you look at it, you think it seems fairly plain at the outset. There's a lot of detail on here, like the steps, and as you're going towards the engine, around the back, and the 3-point link. Well, this one's got 3-point link in it, but all different options on the back. That's some big old tyres in that. It's pretty throaty. Horn, lights. There's no beacons on this one. But if we go inside and have a look, what we have got under. Let me get this right around. L1 and right stick side to side. No, hang on. R1 and right stick side to side brings the steering wheel closer or further away. I'll just spin around so we can get the light maybe a little bit better behind us. I know it's going to stay pretty dark in no matter what we do, I think. There. Oh, it doesn't matter. But if I bring that, there is a pretty bad position. If I bring it right down, this might help a little bit. So under L1 and right stick side to side, if you look down just to the sort of, let's say, northeast on the steering wheel, there's a little dial there, and then look at the actual details on the dash. If I now do right stick side to side, it clicks, and it changes the information that it gives you, fuel and time. So it changes, clicks through those options and changes what it shows on the dash. That's brilliant. I think on the other one, when I was checking this, I didn't bring the steering wheel right down. So when I was going to say you can't see them, you can if you bring the steering wheel right down. But that's brilliant. So clever. I'm just mesmerised looking at it. But there you go. Those are the options on the Versatile and New Holland 4-wheel drive tractors, as by Bcbuhler. That's it for the mods for today, at the start of March. Be intriguing to see what else we're going to get as March unfolds ahead of us. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.